Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer! Let's go! Picked off by Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala to the rim. Oh, great block! James out of nowhere, skies to the rim. Well, Manny being Manny.
Manny being Manny, man. He's great, man.
Welcome, Luca Nation, to a new episode of Manny being Manny, the weekly auction recap show. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's just get started. Big news came out this week that PWCC and CSG have joined, and what this entails is you have your raw card, you send it to PWCC, they get it graded through CSG, and then they sell it on their platform. You don't have to see the card after you send it to PWCC, you just get paid. Some facts about this partnership and what they plan on doing. You send in the card, it seems like an estimated 10-day turnaround to get it graded. There's no grade-based grading tiers, so you could send in a $50,000 card or a $10 card. Still going to be the same grade, which is that flat rate of $20 per card. You don't have to pay for anything until your card is sold on their platform. So when we're looking at these PWCC weekly auctions, we're going to see a lot more CSG cards on their site. How do you guys feel about that? It looks like the CSG did come out with their new label. Has anybody touched the new label? Is it a good grading company in your eyes? Let me know in the comments. But just thought I want to let that news out for everyone. Let's see. We want to talk first. The first auction we want to talk about is Memory Lane Spring Auction. Some people may have not heard of Memory Lane if you collect modern cards or just got into the collecting world in 2020 or 10 years. This is more of like the vintage type cards. And on April 29th, they had their auction open, and it goes for around a month to May 21st. And the highlight of this auction is Gaudi cards, 1933 and 1934 Gaudi cards. This is from a collection, is Manny Gordon's collection. He's a diamond dealer in New York, passed away, and they're selling basically his collection. They have 100 or 1 through 311 lots of his cards. They're all PSA 8s or PSA 9s. They include 4 Babe Ruths, so all of the Babe Ruths in the 1933 set. All the Babe Ruths are PSA 8s. And that they just don't have these lots. There's also 12,005 or 1,250 lots total in this auction. So if you like vintage baseball, I would highly recommend checking out this auction. And we could go look right now. Let's take a look. All right, here's Memory Lane's website. You could click the auction button here on the top, and it'll take you to this auction that they opened. And as you can see, their lot 1 is 1933 Babe Ruth PSA 8, 1933 PSA 8 Babe Ruth. These are the 4 Babe Ruths right here, the top 4 lots. Current bids is $290,000. This just opened up, so I'm curious on what this is going to go for. Also, if you're not a Babe Ruth fan, there's Lou Gehrig cards in this Gaudi set as well. And we'll keep going. There's not that much modern in this auction. So if you're strictly auction or strictly modern, I wouldn't waste your time looking at these, but you could find some deals through these vintage cards. The 1933 Gaudi cards, if you're trying to collect a set, I highly recommend going to this Memory Lane auction. You could probably find what you're looking for in here. And I also like how they did it for Manny's sake. They didn't put it all in one lot and try to sell it all together. They split them up and gives him the most value for his buck. So when you're looking at these auctions and you see like any type of lots of these cards, you could possibly find a deal. So just keep an eye out on that. They didn't do it with this set, but this 1933 Gaudy set is pretty nice set. Let me keep scrolling. I think they have a couple modern cards. That's what I'm trying to go to right now. Let's see. I believe they're in the 300s. They have, let's see, getting closer to those 300s. They also have some 1948 Leaf Baseball 5-cent wax packs. Let me pop. It says Pop 1, PSA 8, some of these wax packs, which is kind of cool to be in that great of shape from 1948. So if you're interested in that, they have those type of things on this set. Here's a Walter Payton PSA 10 pack that's sealed. That's pretty unique. I like how the Walter Payton is on the cello pack is the front card. It makes it a lot cooler. Some tickets. Then we get into the basketball and football. Jim Brown, PSA 8. It's a great card to have if you're looking at getting into vintage. Then we get to 1948 Bowman's. Let me see. Here's the modern cards that they have is 1980 Topps Bird Irvin Johnson card. Jordans. We get to the 1986 Fleer cards. We get Allen Iverson 1996 refractor PSA 9. You got Vince Carter PSA 10. Cage, if you're watching, Ian loves Vince Carter. Wink, wink. LeBron James rookie refractor. And it ends pretty much here at Michael Jordan, then gets right back into the vintage stuff. So that was your modern in this auction. So let me go back. Let's go back and let's talk about Robert Edwards auction. And a lot of people don't know this auction exists. But last weekend they had $19 million in sales with all their lots they had. 300 items sold for more than $10,000. And also, I put extended bidding here because this auction was supposed to end on Saturday. Didn't seem like they got a lot of eyeballs. Everything seemed very low that they extended the bid, extended it to Sunday. So I was curious on how you guys felt about that. If you're a seller, you very much appreciate that to try to get more eyes onto this auction. As a buyer, are you upset? You could have got some steals, but if it's at a certain price point of way less than what it should be, you have like a guilty conscience, because I would. But let me know in the comments on this extended bidding. That just tells me in the future when Robert Edwards has an auction, maybe look at some of their stuff on their auction because it could sell a lot less. And I got some examples here. So let me pull up the Robert auction. Let me screen share and show you guys some of the stuff that sold on Robert auctions. So the highlight of this auction was the white border Honus Wagner card, the T206. It sold for 1.5 million. As you can see, it says altered authentic though. So for an altered authentic, it's going for over $1 million. Just the piece of having it, its history. One of the best cards, if not the best card in collecting. So that was the centerpiece of this collection or this auction. We also had, let me scroll down. I knew someone that was looking for this Bill Russell, not the 7.5. There was a 10 in the auction of Moses Malone. I know someone was looking for that. But I want to kind of zone in on this Joe Montana rookie, PSA 10. Cage made a play about buying these goats, so say, of their rookie cards. Joe Montana has one card. This is the card. This is his rookie card. It sold for 84,000. And Cage said, I believe when he made the initial play, I believe this card was under $10,000 or just around there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do want to show you this is 84,000, and that is a steal for this card. And let me show you why. Let's go to Card Ladder. All right. So on Card Ladder, Joe Montana, PSA 10. Card Ladder value has it at $83,000. Last sold was the 84,000. But if you look at the recent sales for this, PWCC, this was sold for $114,000, and this was not even a month ago. It was like the premier auction last week, 2 weeks ago. Before that, 95,000, 103,000, and 85. So there's the last sales. This one went for 84,000. So it seems to be doing that up and down type of price point. But at 84,000, these are going to be gradually increasing over the years. There's only 107. So whoever bought this at 84,000 had a steal, because potentially he could have got it 2 weeks ago for 114,000. So let me know what you think. Buying this card, I know if you have the money, is this a great investment at that 84,000 price point? All right. Let's talk liquid auction. Thursday, it went live. I brought up some cards, 4 cards that I actually like. Well, one of them, the Kobe Bryant, Raise the Roof. That insert is probably my favorite insert I've ever seen. I didn't know it existed. It is pop 1. And when I look at the sales, let's go back into the sales. Let's check out alt. Right, here's the card. We'll go into it. Alt has the value at 99,000 as their alt. And if you look, it says confidence low. So alt value has it between 66,000 to 148,000. So the confidence on this value is pretty low. I like how they do that. The reason why it's low, if you look, also this is like my favorite tool for only alt, is they give out all the prices of recent sales. Golden Auction sold it on February 5th. This exact card at 96,000, and that is where they're getting that alt value. So we have that market data. There's only one other PSA 8, but this PSA 10, Raise the Roof, it's out of 100. This is such a nice card. If I had 100K, I'd definitely be into this card. Problem with only alt, I'm curious what it's selling for, because if you're going to buy this card, you're going to have $100,000 in your account to buy this card, to bid. So I'm curious on what this goes for. Also, the next card I want to talk about, it's a 1/1 Michael Jordan, LeBron James rookie BGS 9.5. The reason I want to talk about that is, let's add alt's page back up, and here's this card. We have it valued. Alt has it valued at 62,000. Confidence level is low on this, because it is a 1/1, one of these rare cards. Last time it sold was on March 12th on Golden Auctions for 62,000. I'm curious on what you guys think of this, because this is a 1/1. But let's go back to a premier auction that just happened 2 weeks ago on PWCC. And let's pull that up as we're scrolling here. Let's go to monthly. type Jordan. And we go here. So this is another one of one. Same year, 2005, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. It just is a different picture. So how do you guys feel? This sold for $90,000. So if Alt's given that at 67,000 or whatever, 60, whatever, 69, 67,000, and this sold for 90, is it going to be a steal on only Alt if it only goes for that amount? I was confused on why there's 2 one-of-ones. How many are there actually in circulation? I'm not sure. If you know, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious on how this is a one-of-one and also the one on Alt is a one-of-one. They are true one-of-ones, but the card company's Upper Deck has same card, but they label them each as one-of-ones. So let's go. I will talk about Giannis Silver Prism a little bit later because Luke, Cage, and Andrew actually have a preview, PWCC weekly preview show on Saturdays. So if you're watching this, tune in on Saturday for their auction show. And I'm going to be doing more of a recap of their show, talking about sales that they bring up. And also I wanted to talk about Acuna. The reason I wanted to talk about Acuna is because he is back, and he wouldn't play last year. Their team won the World Series without him, so I'm curious on how his market is gonna fare with that aspect. Last sold per card ladder was a PWCC Premier April 17th for $55,000. I'm wondering if this is going to sell a little bit more or right on that target point of that 57,000. What's your thoughts? I think with Acuna being back and his hype being back, I think it may go a little bit more, but I'm not positive. It is out of 50. It's a sweet card. I would like to own it, and that's why I have it up. All right, let's talk about the Lucas Tigers LeBron's weekly PWCC auction show. In this show, they talked about this certain card being kind of a buy. It went on PWCC's auction for $25,000, and as you can see, the trend is going down. Last sold before that was $30,000. Giannis has actually been playing really well in the playoffs, and his market is kind of staying stable. I know it's a $5,000 difference, but it's kind of stable. Andrew believes in 10 to 15 years, this is going to be over a 100K card. It's very rare, low pop. People have, like Cage was saying on the show, they think silver, they think, oh, that's mass produced, but this is back in 2013 when Panini Prism first came out. I think this may be a potential buy, just like they said. And there's also one in this auction, so keep an eye on that. Could go for less, around that same price point. But if you have 20 to 30,000 that you could invest in, this would be a great investment, especially if they win. He doesn't have Chris Middleton. If he goes out and beats the Celtics by himself, we're going to see this card escalate quickly. All right, well, that's all I have. Remember, I'm going to be doing more of a recap of their show, so I'll be, if you want to watch their weekly auction PWCC show, where they go over some potential plays and what to buy. And then I will see what the actual price point of these sales are going for. I'm also a little bit different, as I'm going to be talking about more of the different types of auction houses, as you could see, and some news that happens in the auction world. If you have any advice, let me know. I'm always open for some advice. And if anything that I can improve on, I would love to know. This is my 4th episode. Planning on doing 100 of them, 100 plus more of these. So it's been great. Have a good day.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo My. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month. And many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is. 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com. or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.